Are you ready? Oh, that was great. We're already live. And welcome to Exiting the Huddle with Dan and Jacob. I am Dan with the manners.
And I'm Jacob. Excuse me. I'm a dirty whore.
And this week in college football...
He said we're live? Fuck.
Yeah, we are live. Yeah, we are live.
Hello, everybody. Dirty whore here.
Yeah. And this week in college football, a lot of ranked teams lost.
A lot of
this
shenanigans.
week. A lot of shenanigans.
A lot of shenanigans.
So, do you want to go ahead and revel in your next head coach that was fired?
Yes, I was right. Pretty sure. Billy Napier for the Florida Gators. Outski. Honestly, not really shocked considering they have done fuck all this year and last year and probably the year before that.
Well, the last 2 years they have had the toughest schedule.
I mean, they got fired after they won a game. They beat Mississippi State. Mississippi State.
Mississippi.
Miss ICUP.
Whoa. You should probably stay out of my bathroom.
What? Anyways, Florida beat Mississippi State 23-10 to 23-21. My bad. I can't read. In the swamp. DJ Lagway is still having a very underwhelming season. If you look at his stat line for the year, he's I don't know his completion percentage, but he's got 1,513 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions. Those are not numbers that scream excellence. But
hey, he's 500.
No, they are 3 and 4.
No, his touchdowns and interceptions. He's at least 500.
Yeah, but Florida isn't.
Right.
Speaking of other catastrophes, and I think one of my next head coaches to get fired is Steve Sarkisian. Granted, they're 5-2, but the fuck? You went to a bottom feeder in the SEC. You go to overtime and win 16-13. Well, Arch Manning is. Here, let's look at his stats real quick. Yeah, 1,449 yards, 12 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. I don't think that tells the story.
It doesn't.
That
you know what does tell a story? Their offensive line.
The newspaper.
But their offensive line. That tells a story. That tells a horrible story.
But I think we should go over our predictions. Starting with Thursday last week.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
New Mexico loses a barn burner to Liberty.
That was.
And I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure I picked Liberty, and I think you picked New Mexico.
I did.
New Mexico State, my bad. One's the Lobos, one's the Aggies. Next up, you can do the Friday games, too. I'll just go ahead and rock these.
All right,
Thursdays.
so the Friday games, we have Louisville at Miami. So Louisville goes down to Miami and beats the number 2 team in the country, 24-21. Discuss.
I don't think any of us called that one. I think we both said Miami was going to put Bell to ass, and that did not happen.
It did not.
If you look at the box score, though, you just got to...
Yeah, so Louisville comes out and scores 14 points in the first quarter to Miami's 7.
It's really Carson Beck that let the team down. You know, those 4 picks, those are backbreakers.
Hey, that was Georgia Carson Beck. That's not Miami Carson Beck.
He still threw 4 interceptions.
Right. That's Georgia Carson Beck, not Miami Carson Beck. I saw the meme. I saw the meme.
Even his stat line, he's 1,484 yards, 11 tutties, and 7 picks.
And he threw 4 of them last game?
In one game.
Yeah.
I just don't... If you're going to drop a game like that to Louisville... Now, granted, Louisville's a good team, but you're in Miami. All 12 of your fans showed up because no one wants to fucking watch a football game in Miami. They can be doing hookers and blow.
No, yeah, not until November, when it's not fucking swamp-ass Central down there.
Swamp-ass season.
So the other Friday game...
Pretty sure I called this one, too.
Nebraska goes to Minnesota, and Minnesota put belt to ass.
And I'm pretty sure I called Minnesota upsetting Nebraska. I just have not been really impressed from watching the videos that I have seen of Nebraska this year. I mean, that's their second loss on the season. Their first one was to Michigan. Ooh. And they beat Cincinnati in Arrowhead, which I still think is weird. Why the fuck they played at Arrowhead? They beat Akron. They beat Houston Christian. Ooh. Beat Michigan State and Maryland. None of those seem like a quality win in my mind. Maybe Cincinnati.
Isn't Maryland 6-1?
Cincinnati's ranked, or they were. I don't know if they lost over the weekend. Maryland is 4-2.
4-2.
They lost to. They're 4-3. My bad. For some reason, that was that week they played them.
Okay.
They beat FIU, Northern Illinois, Townsend, and Wisconsin. They lost to Washington, Nebraska, and UCLA. I'm going to leave that one there.
Going into the Saturday games, we got Ohio State going up to Camp Randall.
And putting belt to ass.
Belt to ass.
34-0. Julian Sainz balling out of his mind. 394 and 4 tutties. On his season, he's at almost 1,900 passing yards, 19 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. Is it too early to say that maybe Julian Sainz might be in the running for the Heisman?
Yeah, they asked Carnell Tate that right after in the press conference after the Wisconsin game. And everybody is confident that Julian Sainz could win the Heisman.
I mean, even...
When was the last time a redshirt freshman won the Heisman?
I don't think a redshirt freshman's ever won it, but I'm pretty sure the only person that I could think of that won it in their freshman/sophomore season was Johnny Manziel, which isn't good company to have, unfortunately. He balled out of his mind in college, but as soon as he went to the pros, he just was all about that dollar. And
yeah.
See.
Michigan State goes down to Bloomington, Indiana.
Yep, Johnny Manziel and Jameis Winston both back-to-back years.
As freshmen?
As freshmen. I'd rather have Jameis Winston on my team. Sorry, quick aside here. What was the game we were talking about?
Thanks, Lauren. We got Michigan State going down to Bloomington.
Indiana put belt to ass, 38-13.
Yeah.
One of the things I'm finding is really funny is that the Michigan State fans that were left in the stands. Did you see the whole thing with Oklahoma State when they got blown out? And there was one random dude who was shirtless in one section of the stand, and all of the other guys at the end of the game started like taking their shirts off, and they were all standing in one big bro huddle.
No,
in the stands.
I can't say that it did.
It happened in Indiana with Michigan State fans that were there. They were doing the same thing, and I think it's funny, and if anything, it makes your teams look, just like, hey, you're out of it. Why not have a little fun? You're drunk. They're drunk. We're all drunk. Anyway.
How about Texas A&M going to Arkansas with a barn burner?
Did not have that on my bingo card for this week.
I did not either.
As of right then, it was number 4 Texas A&M. I think they're number 3 now, but we'll get into that later.
Yep.
45-21. That game was literally
45-42.
What'd I say?
21.
Oh, my bad. I can't read. Going into halftime, it was 21-20. Texas A&M puts up 17 points in the third quarter, and then Arkansas tries to come back in the fourth, puts up 15. The actual game tracker, Arkansas scored with 10 seconds left, but they scored with 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter, make it 35-38. Then Texas A&M scores 45-35, and then 10 seconds left they score, and they get the 2-point conversion, and then I think it was all she wrote. 12-play, 98-yard drive, 3 minutes and 42 seconds.
Oof. All right, and then we got Ole Miss going down, what is that, Between the Hedges?
Between the hedges, betwixt
the hedges.
Betwixt the bush. It's not wrong.
You gotta part the bush.
You gotta part the bush. It's like the 90s.
Whoa. 80s.
It's 80s, 90s, 2020s.
Nope.
It's coming back.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Not in my house.
Well, that's besides the point. Anyway, number 5, Ole Miss gets their first loss on the season to number 9 at the time, UGA.
That game was. Have you ever seen a football team and you're like, that team loses more games in the fourth quarter than any other team?
You seen
Oh, wait, KU. Fuck.
Yeah, no, I have seen the team. Yep, I definitely have. Followed them all the last 32 years.
Yeah.
No, not 32, like 28.
I'm sorry, it was a stab in the heart.
Stabbed in the heart and dance to blame. I'm gonna cry in my car on my way home again.
Oh no, we should not do that. Yeah, so Ole Miss goes down and are winning for the majority of this game. And then in the fourth quarter, Georgia comes back and scores 17 points to win the game 43-35. Now, I understand. I love Lane Kiffin. He's really good. He's really good at building programs up. But I'll tell you this.
They can't win big games.
You can't. You can't win the big games. Like, they have a win over LSU this year. Ooh, like, that's the good coach that's going next is fucking Brian Kelly.
I think the next one's going Dabo Sweeney. I know we've been talking about it, but we can. Do you want to go over the SMU Clemson score real quick?
We'll go over that in a minute. Fucking Dabo Sweeney.
Fucking David, whatever you're. Fucking
Yes, it
around
was
there.
a disappointing performance in the fourth quarter, Bronco. It sure was.
Just like my
I was on the end of my seat when they had that ball back. I was hoping they were going to go down, score a touchdown, get the 2-point conversion, take it into overtime. And I was hoping that in overtime that things would have been better. But
They
for all intents and purposes, Ole Miss cannot finish in the fourth quarter. If they are down, they cannot finish in the fourth quarter. And the defense gave up 17 points in the fourth quarter. Unfucking heard of.
No, you got to be a KU fan. It's pretty normal.
I don't think so. I'll get into the Clemson game. You want to give me another one of those?
You want that one or the other one?
I want that one. All right. And then we go into the... I actually have to go to the unranked schedule for this one. So, Clemson. So we have SMU at Clemson. And if you would have told me that this game was going to end the way it did for Clemson, I would have taken that bet. Ole Miss Rebels Nation and college football's answer to the Chicago Cubs. Yes. Yep. Get down here to the...
My keys are really loud. Sorry, chat.
Cheers. Prost. So SMU goes to Clemson, and I think they just got embarrassed. Clemson got embarrassed. They go up 7-0 in the first quarter.
This whole season has been an embarrassment. Let's not be... Sorry. Excuse me again.
Yeah. SMU goes up 7-0 in the first quarter, and then they score another 9, and then Clemson right before the half scores 7.
I didn't realize they're almost 6%. I might need to calm down on those.
Yeah, Oktoberfest is nothing to
Sneeze at.
nothing to sneeze at.
Nothing to sneeze at.
And then it was just all downhill from there. SMU goes into Death Valley. No, not Death Valley. It's
Somewhere in North Carolina.
somewhere in North Carolina.
South Carolina. One of the Carolinas.
Stupid stadium, North Carolina.
Stupid
South
head.
Carolina
Stupid head in South Carolina.
really has been an embarrassment. It really has been an embarrassment, Lauren. It really has been. But the SMU goes into Clemson and hands Dabo Sweeney his fourth loss of the season. Can you do a quick Google search and tell me when the last time Clemson lost 4 games in a season? I'm going to tell you it's probably before 2016.
2010.
2010.
They went 6-7.
Hmm.
They have only.
Was that the year before they hired Dabo Swinney?
I don't know, but apparently they've only. Oh, that was for their first year under Dabo.
Okay.
They've only ever had 2 losing seasons in program history. Can you guess the other one? Besides this year, so far. I'll give you a hint. It was in the noughties.
93?
A little later.
95?
A little later.
97?
You're almost there.
98?
Yeah.
Really? That was the year that Tennessee ran with Peyton Manning. And
We'll get into Tennessee's show here.
I'm pretty sure Tom Brady was still with Michigan.
I think he might have been a freshman / sophomore then.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure he got drafted in 2002, 2001, something like that.
Yeah. Same class as Carson Palmer, I believe.
That's weird.
Didn't he, 2000? 2001?
I don't know. I think he might have been a little bit later because I thought he won the Heisman in 2020 or 2002 or 3.
Carson Palmer? No, what's his name from Miami won the Heisman? Pretty sure. Was it Willis McGahee? Or am I thinking incorrectly?
He was drafted in 2003
Okay.
by the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh.
And he won the Heisman, which may or may not have been redacted, in 2002. I was correct. Ha! This dog shines on an ass every day.
Sure. So we go down to the third Saturday in October, which is one of the greatest names for a rivalry.
And that is who again?
Tennessee, Alabama.
Let's just be real here. Tennessee got embarrassed.
Yeah.
37-20.
Yeah.
I'm friends with a bunch of people from Alabama. All they were saying was "Roll Tide." Like that's how they speak to each other. Just "Roll Tide."
Yeah. You're right, Lauren.
Other notable matchups. Let's go over.
How about we talk about the Texas Tech at Arizona
That's actually
State?
what I was about to say. One of the other big upsets from this weekend, number 7 Texas Tech goes down to wherever Arizona State is.
Tempe,
Arizona. It's always 105 in the shade, even in October probably.
at night.
At night, and they lose 26-22. Thoughts?
I think Kirk Herbstreit called it on ESPN that this was a trap game for Texas Tech.
But they also got beat up playing KU.
They did. They got beat up playing KU, but like Kirk Herbstreit said, it was a trap game. And it's not over for Texas Tech.
No.
Not by a long
They'll
shot.
probably still have a legitimate chance in winning the Big 12 or being in the championship game. I don't think that they have a tough schedule ahead of them. Big 12, honestly, any team any year could probably, unless you're, I don't know, Oklahoma State, probably could win.
Yeah.
Speaking of a blowout, number 8 Oregon goes to wherever the fuck, East Piscataway,
Yeah.
in Jersey.
And Jersey.
And I love Jersey Mike's. I don't think I'd like the state of New Jersey.
This smells like an armpit.
It sounds like New Jersey.
Yeah, it's
like
like,
if
it's
somebody
like the
told me-
cesspool of the United
I
States.
mean, they had a whole show about it, and all those people looked like degenerates.
They are. Like, that's the whole state, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, New Jersey. Not really.
I'm not sorry. You can't pump your own gas. What kind of shit is that?
Hey, Doug. What's going on, buddy?
56-10.
Yeah. 56-10.
Oregon put some belt to ass.
How about them 28 points in the second quarter?
How about them? We got another ranked game. Wazoo goes down to Virginia. I don't remember where Virginia is. Is it Richmond? No. Not Richmond. It's either like a big city or somewhere I've never heard of. Charlottesville.
Charlottesville, Virginia.
Never heard of it. Can't say that anymore. Virginia wins. They stay ranked. They won 22-20. I don't think that they're going to be ranked much longer based off of that. Washington State's kind of a dumpster
And
fire.
I'm going to tell you this. I don't think this team should be ranked anymore after this loss. Number 10 LSU goes to Vandy and loses 31-24. Brian Kelly, he can't buy a win.
Yeah, I'd agree with that statement. I could see him possibly.
Doing good, Doug. Doing good, sir.
Could honestly see him being one of the next coaches to get canned.
I think he's on my radar to. I saw a graphic earlier.
But one of the coaches that I think is also in that game, I don't know who the head coach for Vanderbilt is, but I could see him taking like a Florida job or, a Penn State job. That'd be a huge move.
Beer 30.
You rebuild Vanderbilt, which was a lot of people like last few years were just like, Vanderbilt? They're a baseball school. How many schools that is like, they're a baseball school? Like, they don't do well at basketball. They don't do well at football. They do okay. They do really well
Lacrosse?
at, probably. I don't know. It's in Tennessee. It's probably too hot.
Probably.
But Vanderbilt, I think they finally cracked the top 10.
Doug says Florida doesn't want him.
Probably not. Florida wants
You know who just is now without a job? Who could go to Florida? Mr. James Franklin.
Mr. James Franklin might go to Florida. Go and play in the swamp.
Go play in the swamp. After being on the Nittany Lion Mountains?
I
Appalachian?
don't know.
I don't.
Pennsylvania isn't real.
It's a figment of my imagination.
Another ranked team. We got Oklahoma putting belt to ass against South Carolina. I could have swore that you picked South Carolina in this game.
I did. I thought South Carolina had a good shot at winning because Oklahoma's next game is a little bit more important.
What else? Who else do we got that's ranked that we haven't talked about?
Yeah, they got Ole Miss next. Oklahoma does.
University of Alabama, Birmingham upset the number 22 Memphis Tigers. I think I might have called that one too.
No, you picked Memphis.
Did I pick Memphis?
You sure did.
Did you pick UAB?
I did not.
Well, no one saw that coming.
Nope.
Let's be real. 31-24. Memphis is, if they're not, they should be at the top 25. And then I think rounding out the top 20. Oh, we got a big one. Why didn't we talk about this one?
Number
USC and Notre Dame.
Yeah, number 20 USC goes up to South Bend, Indiana, and plays Notre Dame, and Notre Dame beats them by 10. It's not unheard of in that rivalry.
Is that a rivalry?
Oh yeah, it's battle for the George Shillelagh.
One of those schools makes way more sense than the other one. When I think of USC, I don't think of a shillelagh. I think of like a fucking sword,
Yeah,
or maybe like contraceptive.
I don't know. I
They're
don't
the-
make the rules. I just gotta
They
follow
are the
them.
Trojans, and then they are Catholic. They probably don't believe in that.
So they beat them with a shillelagh. Actually, and then another one of the Holy War.
The Holy War.
So Utah goes to BYU, and BYU prevails and to stay undefeated, 7-0, 24-21. Discuss. As long as he holds my beer. Talking about James Franklin.
Honestly, I still think BYU is one of the front runners for the Big 12 this season. I think I've been saying that most of the season. How they played last year, they collapsed in the end of the last season, though.
All with a true freshman quarterback, by the way.
And where's not a quarterback number? Still pissed off about that.
Was that he wears like 47?
47. It's fucking stupid. Another one, Mizzou and Auburn going to double overtime. They win 23-17.
hard.
Mizzou did not look good in that game.
Mizzou didn't look good against Alabama either.
It hadn't looked good in a lot of other games they won.
Well, that's what happens when you play 6 home games in a row.
Fucking witchcraft.
And then how about we talk about the game that should have been won by 30 points that was won by 3. Texas goes to Kentucky.
Yeah, I think we kind of mentioned that at the beginning of the show. 16-13 in overtime. Texas, they don't believe in offense in Texas. They just don't. Not in Austin. I think if some snowball's chance in hell, Texas ends up going to the college football playoff, which I
don't even think they go to the SEC championship game.
No.
At this point, it's probably going to be, depending if Georgia loses again, it'll be Texas A&M and either Ole Miss or Alabama.
I have another dark horse in that one. I think it's going to be Alabama and Vandy.
No.
Vandy's only lost 1.
Texas A&M hasn't lost. They would have to lose 2, and with their remaining schedule, I just don't see it.
Well, weirder things have happened, but I could see it either being Texas A&M.
So let's look at Texas A&M's remaining schedule. So they have at 20 LSU, at Missouri, South Carolina at home, Samford at home, and at Texas.
Yeah. That Samford game might be a struggle. They might only win by like 45.
Yeah.
But
take the under, guys.
take the under on that one.
So, but yeah, there's a clear path to an undefeated going into the SEC championship game. I don't see a team left on their schedule that they should be afraid of.
The only one I could see would maybe be going into LSU. Just because it
is a night game. It is a 6:30 p.m. kickoff.
That's a really hard place to play.
Yeah.
Especially at night. We'll get into that one later. We're here pretty soon because we're going to be going over next week's schedule here because I think we've talked about all the games from last week that we cared to talk about.
Yep.
Weird thing I did here earlier. So, as you guys know, I think we talked about it at the beginning of the season. Hawaii's kicker learned how to kick from watching YouTube videos.
Yeah.
He is from Japan. They're going to televise that game this weekend in Japan.
Oh.
Which I think is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
He's also 19 for 19 on the season. Lou Groza Award. We're going to talk about Lou Groza Award.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a bold statement, Cotton.
It's a bold statement.
So let's go down the line with the new rankings that came out yesterday. At 25, we have Michigan. At 24, we have Arizona State.
They weren't ranked before.
No, they were not ranked before. Neither was Arizona State. Illinois at 23, who was not ranked before.
Michigan wasn't ranked either.
Texas down a spot to 22. And rounding out the top 20 is 25 is the Cincinnati Bearcats up 3 spots at 21.
We got one of the biggest fallers at number 20. We got LSU, which was 10.
Oh, yeah, falling 10.
We got one of the highest leapers, Louisville at 19, previously unranked. South Florida stays pretty stagnant. They're 18. They were 19 last week. They go up 1 spot. Tennessee falls 6 spots to number 17. Virginia goes up 2 spots from 18 to 16.
And then we got Missouri at 15, up 1 spot. We got Texas Tech taking an L, down 7 spots to number 14. Number 13, Oklahoma up a spot. Notre Dame up a spot at number 12. And BYU up 4 spots at number 11.
And then we got number 10, Vanderbilt, previously number 17. My bad. We got number 9, Miami, Florida, down from 7 spots from number 2 to number 9. We got Ole Miss down from 5 to 8. Georgia Tech, pretty big leap, up 5 spots because my math isn't working. Up to number 7 from 12, and rounding out the up until the top 5, we have number 6 Oregon, up 2 spots for number 8.
And then at number 5, we have Georgia up 4 spots. Alabama at number 4 up 2 spots. Texas A&M up a spot to number 3. Indiana takes the number 2 spot up a spot. And then rounding out the number 1 team in the country, the Ohio State University at number 1.
The Buckeyes.
As of the right
If
now,
you would have told me at the beginning of this season, real quick aside here, because I know what Dan's probably about to say, if you would have told me number 1 and 2 were both going to be Big Tens, and 1 was going to be Ohio State and 2 was going to be Indiana, I called you stupid. I would have said names.
I would have called you
I
names.
would have called you names. But here we are.
Here we are. I will let you know this. Ohio State and Indiana are the only 2 teams to receive first place votes, by the way.
I believe it was 60-something for Ohio State and 6 for Indiana.
That's correct.
Is it 66? 66 and 6? Or is it 60 even?
It's 66. So, going to the coaches poll, Ohio State is the unanimous number 1 team in the country with 65 votes.
And they deserve to be there.
They deserve to be there.
Haven't lost yet, so...
And shut out Wisconsin at home at Camp Randall. Jump around on that.
Wisconsin fans will not be jumping around on that.
Oh, they probably will not.
They're going to be badgering around.
Right. So, before we get into our predictions for next week, let's talk a little bit about coaches.
Let's talk about coaches.
Who's on the hot seat?
I'm beating a dead horse at this point. Dabo Swinney is on the hot seat for sure, and I kind of agree with your take earlier. If I had to give 3, I'm gonna say Dabo Swinney number 1. I'm gonna say who's the head coach for LSU again?
Brian Kelly.
Brian Kelly's number 2, and I think Steve Sarkisian's on there.
I don't
I
think
just
so.
know. I think they're 5-2. I think
I
they're
don't-
underperforming.
I don't think it's Sarkisian's fault. I think that there's too much hype around Arch Manning.
Well, then he needs to be the one that steps in and, hey, we're benching you. We're trying the other guy.
Would you bench a Manning?
No. Have you seen what's that show? Chad Powers. Have you seen any Chad Powers?
Nope.
One of the big things is he goes in there and he has this tryout and he does really good, and the boosters are like, we want this guy. How much of that do you think is the boosters at Texas that are just like, we want to see Arch Manning. We don't want to see the other kid.
Let me ask you a question. What's Quinn Ewers doing right now?
Currently starting for the Miami Dolphins because Tua Tagovailoa is ass.
And his record?
0-1.
Where is...
Well, actually, he didn't lose that game. Tua threw 4 interceptions, and then they put him in. To the Browns. Quinshon Judkins had 3 tutties.
Nice.
You know who had 3 tutties? Jonathan Taylor. Nice. My 5-1, I think. Colts.
So, who were the rookies of the year last year?
NFC was Jaden Daniels for the Washington Redacted, and the AFC was... Was it Bo Nix? No, I don't think it was Bo Nix.
Who was it the year before that?
That's a good question. C.J. Stroud for the AFC for the Texans. And then the NFC, I can't remember.
Garrett Wilson?
Was it Garrett Wilson?
Wasn't it Garrett Wilson?
It was one. I know it was like 3 years in a row it's been an Ohio State wide receiver.
6 out of the last 7 has been an Ohio State player. So, you look at the development of C.J. Stroud at Ohio State. had Quinn Ewers stayed at Ohio State, do you think he'd be starting in the NFL? I understand that Will Howard is an enigma because he got drafted by the Steelers. Their quarterback room is a mile long. Like they
But
had,
he's also behind, not arguably, he's behind a future Hall of Famer in Aaron Rodgers. So he's just soaking that information in.
Aaron Rodgers said he's ready to start.
I think next year. I think after Aaron Rodgers, this might be his last season unless he balls out of his mind like he has been. I think this next year we might see another Ohio State quarterback starting, and I know I'm gonna catch some crap for this, but people are like, Joe Burrows wasn't an Ohio State quarterback. I'm like, no, he was. He wasn't 100%. He just didn't do anything at Ohio State.
No, that's not what happened.
He
knew that he wasn't going to start, so he had to make a conscious decision to go to somewhere to start. I do not fault Joe Burrow for that at all. If you have the talent, and he did, because didn't he win the Heisman?
Yeah, he set like records for.
Yeah,
it was like what 56 touchdown passes the year they won the Natty.
Yeah, like wins the Heisman at LSU, wins a national championship. Like, kudos to him. Like, I'll tip my hat to him. But he was developed at Ohio State. He was developed at Ohio State.
And then he goes to the Bengals and he can't stay healthy.
Oh, that's you look at the past 4 quarterbacks for the Bengals, and they don't have an offensive line. And I keep telling everybody that the Bengals need to use every single one of their first and second round draft picks for offensive line. I think they have 2 first rounders and a second rounder this year coming up.
I think that sounds right.
And those need to be offensive linemen. Your defense is okay.
No, most of the time.
Okay. It's okay for an NFL defense. They're not giving up 50 points. The average for the league is, I think, like 22. That's like the average. Their defense is okay. They just need an offensive line to protect their fucking quarterback. You draft Joe Burrow, first round, first overall pick, and you don't have an offensive line to protect him. You threw him to the fucking wolves and expected results. In year 2, you got results.
Yeah.
He went to the fucking Super Bowl.
Then they lost.
Yeah. First time since 1988 that the Cincinnati Bengals went to the Super Bowl.
0-2.
Both of their, well, they're 0-3 now. Because they went to the Super Bowl twice in the 80s and lost both times to the San Francisco 49ers.
Did they?
It sure did. Look it up.
I thought they only went twice.
Nope. Joe Burrow was the 3rd Super Bowl that the Cincinnati Bengals went to. Both of them, they lost to, I believe it was Steve Young. I want to say it was 86 and 88.
'81, '88, and 2021.
Yep. Both losses were to in the 80s were to the San Francisco 49ers.
They lost to the 49ers 26-21. 88, they lost to the 49ers 20-16. And then in 2021, they lost to the Los Angeles Rams 23-20.
Yep. All right, so we did that.
I thought they were only 0-2. My bad.
They are now 0-3.
0-3 in the Super Bowl.
0-3 in the Super Bowl. All right, so Week 9 starting October 20th through the 26th. We have a Tuesday matchup. We have 2 Tuesday matchups. 2 Wednesday matchups, a Thursday matchup, and 3 Friday matchups.
We got some action going on.
We do have some action going on all week long. The games on Tuesday and Wednesday aren't really worth mentioning. You do have South Alabama going to Georgia State on Thursday. That could be a good game. Georgia State. I got Georgia State. Give me them by a tutty.
Give me South Alabama. They're favored by 7.
Give me Georgia State by a tutty.
All right.
And then North Texas at Charlotte on Friday night. Give me North Texas.
Yeah, give me North Texas by a lot.
By a lot.
They're should be ranked.
Here's a good non-ranked game. Cal at Virginia Tech. Give me Virginia Tech. New coach. Comes in, gets his first win at home against Cal.
I thought he was already the coach.
No, his first win as the coach. Because
they played a tough game against Georgia Tech.
Yeah, they did. They still lost.
Still lost by 15. I think they're just a dumpster fire of a team this year. Give me Cal. Even though Cal's not that great either. They're favored by 4.5. Give me Cal.
And then Boise State at Nevada. Give me Boise State by 3.
Give me Boise State by 3 touchdowns.
What?
Yes.
Have you seen Nevada's defense? Are you serious?
Boise State's favored by 21.5.
No, that's not going to happen. By 3. And then
Boise State, whatever.
Yeah. Then we kick off Saturday, 11 a.m. UCLA at number 2 Indiana.
Give me Indiana unless UCLA has more witchcraft in their bag of tricks.
You think they can knock off a number 2?
I don't know. They beat Penn State, although we know what Penn State is now. But
a dumpster fire. Syracuse goes down to number 7 Georgia Tech. Oh, yeah, on the previous game, give me Indiana. Yeah, Indiana by a lot.
Yeah, yeah, give me Georgia Tech. I think it's going to be closer than the box score shows just because Georgia Tech's offense is kind of all over the place.
Okay.
I still think final score, give me like 17-24. I think it's going to be close.
Okay.
One I want to talk about is the Sunflower Showdown.
Oh, no. KU versus Kansas State.
Kansas State comes to Lawrence with the Dublin curse still in effect. KU's favored in this game.
By 3?
By 3 for like the first time in a long time. Can they break the streak, Dan? They haven't beat K-State since the 2007.
Was it 07?
Maybe 8. It was one of those years.
That was the year you went to the Sugar Bowl?
It was the Orange Bowl.
The Orange Bowl, yeah. Do they break the curse? I think so. I think Jalen Daniels throws 4 touchdowns, give me 400 yards passing, and 100 yards rushing.
If you look at his stats this year, he's actually doing really, really well. Mm-hmm. Just in the air.
The defense cannot win the game in the fourth quarter. That's the problem. If you look at all of KU's games right now and all of their scores, they lose it in the fourth quarter. Except for one. I will give you that one.
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech blew them out.
Mizzou, we lost 42-31. Cincinnati, we lost 37-34. We literally lost on the last play of the game. Mizzou, I blame officiating still. Blew out West Virginia. Had a really tough game against UCF, but ended up pulling that one out.
I watched that one.
I think if KU can get it figured out, I don't see there's any way that they don't win the last 5 games of the season. You know, you go 9-3.
9-3. That's potentially how, if the cards fall correctly, potentially could play for a Big 12 championship.
Could be a Big 12 championship
because BYU and Texas Tech, their last 5 games are pretty brutal.
I don't think they're going to make...
Especially with Texas Tech losing this last weekend.
I don't think they're going to make the Big 12 championship.
I said they have a shot.
They have a shot. Everyone has a shot still. Mm-hmm. Unless you're Oklahoma State.
Right.
But, you know, their next 5 games are at K-State, who's kind of can't find an identity or close the game either because they're having that same issue. You got Oklahoma State, dumpster fire. You go at... Those last 2 games are in Lawrence, by the way. Then you go on the road to Arizona. That could be a tough game.
That could be a tough one.
Then you go on the road to Iowa State. So that could be a tough game.
Yeah.
And then you finish out the season, Utah comes to town. And optimistically, I think 4-1 down the stretch.
I would say 3-2 optimistically.
Optimistically.
That Iowa State game's a trap game, I think. The Utah game, even though it's the last game of the season, I think that Utah's still playing some pretty good football.
I think it'll be close. If they make a bowl game, I'm happy.
Now let's talk about the game I think College Game Day is going to be at.
But Jalen Daniels' stats are 1,700 passing yards, 18 touchdowns, 2 picks.
It's pretty solid. The game I think College Game Day is going to be at, number 8 Ole Miss goes to number 13 Oklahoma.
I could see that. Although it's supposed to be raining, but that never stopped anybody.
Do you think?
Give me Oklahoma to upset Ole Miss. It's in Norman.
It is in Norman. It's hard to beat, or it's hard to bet against a Lane Kiffin team that just lost to Georgia. I think they
But
come
they don't
out.
win big games.
Yeah, but I think they come out playing pissed. They come out playing pissed off. And give me Ole Miss 17, Oklahoma 16.
I think it's going to be a little more high scoring than that.
Really? Because
Oklahoma's defense is stout.
Yeah.
I'm thinking more like 24-21.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a little more high
Okay.
scoring than what you said, but
Number 16, Virginia, going to North Carolina. Can Bill Belichick get a win?
no.
All right, moving on. Number 18, South Florida at Memphis. Memphis just took a loss last weekend. Do they bounce back?
I think they do. I think Memphis comes in pissed.
I think South Florida comes in and scores 50 points.
It's just so hard to bet against Byron Brown.
Yeah.
Dude's a true dual threat quarterback. That's a hard word to say.
Yeah.
I think it's either going to be a shootout or a blowout. I don't
think
think
it's
there's going to be an in between.
I think it's going to be a blowout. I think
if Memphis can keep it close, I think they have a shot. If at any point in the game it's over a let's say 14-point lead for one school or the other, I think it's over. Unless it's Memphis is up 14-0. But if it's 28-14, and I think it's over at that point.
I'm going to go with South Florida.
I don't know. Something about Memphis.
Okay. Northwestern at Nebraska.
Give me Nebraska. I think they're going to put belt to ass.
I think Nebraska as well. Rutgers at Purdue on the Big Ten Network.
This battle of schools no one cares about. Give me Purdue.
Give me Rutgers. SMU at Wake Forest.
Give me SMU, but I think it's going to be a sloppy, ugly game.
I think it's going to be ugly as well. I was literally just thinking about that. I think this is one of those trap games for SMU because the week after next they got
Miami.
I think this could be a trap game for them. I think they get caught off guard, probably go down early, but come back and win real sloppily, like you said. Give me 31-28.
I'm gonna go lower score than that. Just because it's gonna be an ugly. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of turnovers in this game. It's just gonna be sloppy. Give me 21-20. I think they win on a last second touchdown and they kick an extra point to win.
Ooh, okay. Auburn at Arkansas.
Give me the Razorbacks. I don't feel confident about that at all. But neither team has shown me anything this year. If any team has shown me anything this year, it's been Arkansas, with them going with a shootout in that last game.
Okay. Next on the list, I got Alabama at South Carolina. Now, I think this is the Alabama strap game. They are beat up. They are beat up front. They are beat up at the wide receiver position. I think, like I said last week on air, I think South Carolina can pull out a win against Alabama because they're beat up.
And it's in South Carolina.
It is in South Carolina.
As much as I want Alabama to lose, I just don't think they lose to South Carolina. I think it's gonna be another like one of those gross sloppy games. But I just give me Bama, and I don't like saying that.
So we talked about South Carolina's schedule last week, where they've already played number 23 Missouri, number 11 LSU, number 14 Oklahoma. Now they have number 4 Alabama, number 8 Ole Miss, and number 3 Texas A&M for the next 3 games. They can't afford to look ahead on any of these. No. I think they put focus on Alabama this week. Give me South Carolina 24, Alabama 17.
I could see it happening. I just don't think that Alabama. Although last year
it's possible, not probable.
Although last year Alabama went into Vanderbilt and lost.
Yeah,
anything can happen. I would love to see them storm the field.
Wasn't it this upcoming week?
Yeah, because we were sitting there, we were watching the Penn State game.
Yeah. Give me South Carolina over Alabama. And then here's another good game. Missouri at number 10 Vandy.
Vandy.
Vandy? I got Vandy by 2 scores.
Diego Pavia. Diego Pavia, man. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. I cannot bet against the guy. How about we talk about the slaughter that's going to happen when BYU goes to Iowa State?
Now, hear me out here.
Oh, God. Don't tell me you're jumping on the Iowa State bandwagon.
Yes and no. Never count out the Cyclones. They are favored. They have a really solid team. It's in Ames. That's a pretty far drive from wherever the hell they play in Utah. Or Flight.
Yeah.
I think this could, in theory, be a trap game for BYU because their next game is against number 14 Texas Tech at Texas Tech. They could be looking ahead. And Iowa State's one of those weird teams that just will upset ranked schools when they're not ranked. Like, what was it, like 10 years ago? They were like, didn't win a game and they beat Oklahoma. Oklahoma was ranked like number 2 in Iowa State. Iowa State at home, never count them out. That's all I'm going to say on that one.
I'm going to take BYU.
I'm going to take BYU too, but don't be shocked if Iowa State upsets them.
Number 23 Illinois goes all the way out to Washington.
Give me Washington. Illinois has been they've been so wishy-washy this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's super hard to tell, like, are they good? Are they bad? Are they amazing? It's just, like, they lose stupid games they shouldn't, and then they win the games that they should. They, like, play to their competitors. It's super annoying. Like, imagine being a Fighting Illini fan.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. That's a long trip from Champaign, Illinois. But I don't know. Washington played Ohio State really hard.
So, next game we're going to talk about is the Floyd of Rosedale.
Huh?
Minnesota at Iowa.
I've been saying it all year. I've been rowing the boat.
You've been rowing the
I've
boat.
been rowing the boat. I think Minnesota deserves to be ranked.
Yeah. I'm going to take Minnesota as well.
Iowa's the same thing.
They did score 37 points against Wisconsin. Iowa
What
did.
timeline are we living
I
in?
don't know. But if I open this up right here, their last game, they beat Penn State 25-24. The previous game was 37-0 against Wisconsin. Now, this puts Iowa at 5-2, third in the Big Ten.
Huh. Number 1, Ohio State. Number 2, Indiana.
Number 3, Iowa. Iowa still has to play Minnesota this week. Oregon at home.
Ooh.
Oregon at home.
In Oregon?
No, in Kinnick.
That's true.
It sure is. And then they're at USC. They have Michigan State at home, and then they have their rivalry game with Nebraska at the end of the
The
year.
Battle of the Corn.
Battle of the Cornfields.
The Children of the Corn.
If they get past Minnesota and beat Oregon, man, it's going to come down to, does Indiana lose a game? Because their only other loss is to Indiana.
Well, they're 5-2, right?
They're 5-2. They lost to Iowa State.
That's right. The Cyhawk.
They lost to Cyhawk, and they lost to Indiana. If Indiana loses one game, Iowa could go to the Big Ten championship game
They could.
because they don't go by record in the Big Ten for the Big Ten championship game anymore. They go by the 2 highest ranked teams. And then let's talk about a couple nightcap or afternoon games. Oklahoma State at Texas Tech.
Texas Tech by like 50.
Okay. We got Texas at Mississippi State.
You know what?
Give you the Bulldogs.
Give me the Bulldogs. It's in the rain. Arch Manning hasn't been able to do shit this season. The Mississippi State played really well against whoever they played. I can't remember that game already.
Then they beat a ranked team.
They beat Southern Miss. They beat, at the time, number 12 Arizona State. They beat Alcorn State and Northern Illinois. They lost in overtime to Tennessee. They got blown the fuck out by Texas A&M, and they played Florida very, very close.
Okay.
Florida beat Texas in the swamp.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any way that the Longhorns go down to Starksville, Mississippi.
Let's talk about a
I don't know. I just
non-ranked game that could be really good. TCU at West Virginia.
give me TCU. West Virginia's been kind of a dog shit team this season.
You taking Oregon over Wisconsin?
Oh yeah.
You taking Miami over Stanford?
Yes. What about Michigan at Michigan State? Whatever that rivalry.
Well, we don't talk like that in this house.
That team up north versus the other team that's up north.
Yes.
State.
Yes. State. Butter my biscuit, but Michigan State by 3.
I can dig it.
I think Michigan comes in there and plays that game a little differently. And what was it, 5, 6, or 7 years ago where Michigan lost on that blocked punt for a touchdown? That was such a good game to watch. It was almost better than 2006 Appalachian State. Texas A&M at LSU.
Give me LSU only because it's a night game in Death Valley.
Give me Texas A&M by 10.
You think?
Let's let's pull it up because I don't think
You don't think they're gonna be pissed off going after losing that game?
LSU scored more than 24 points in a game so far this year. So they beat.
They had 56.
Okay, Southeastern Louisiana doesn't count.
But other than that, no, they have not scored over 24 points.
No, Vanderbilt 31-24. Oh no, they have not scored over 24 points.
17, 23, 20, 56, but that's a weird outlier. 20 or 19, 20, and 24.
Yep.
You were correct.
So, let's look at Texas A&M.
But wouldn't it be funny if the number 3 team lost?
So, Texas A&M's averaging 42 points a game.
Need another one.
No, I'm good. Texas A&M is averaging 42 points a game. So, 42-24.
But if you also look at their defense, the most points they've given up all season was 31, and that was to Vanderbilt. That's LSU.
Who's better, Texas A&M or Vanderbilt?
I don't know, man. Vanderbilt's pretty good. Texas A&M beat University of Texas San Antonio 42-24. They beat Utah State 44-22. They beat Notre Dame 41-40. They beat Auburn 16-10. They beat Mississippi State 31-9. Florida 34-17 and Arkansas 45-42. That's why I'm concerned.
But LSU hasn't scored more than 24 points in a game other than a School for the Blind.
But they've been giving up more points on defense. Defense wins championships. Am I going to say LSU's going to win a championship? No.
LSU can't even spell championship.
It's that Southern education. CHAMPIONS.
Champions.
Fuck, I actually spelled that right, didn't I?
Give me Texas A&M. Here you go. Is this a trap game for Louisville?
Yes.
Boston College at Louisville.
No.
You said no. Oh God. Tennessee at Kentucky.
You know what? You're going to call me crazy? Give me Tennessee. By like 20.
You're gonna call me crazy. Colorado at Utah.
God, I hope Utah blows out Colorado.
I fucking hate Colorado so much.
You don't hate Colorado. You hate Deion Sanders.
You're right.
Not so primetime Sanders.
So, their only wins are against... they beat Iowa State. I'm sorry. They beat Iowa State, and their only other 2 wins, so they're 3-4, are Delaware, 31-7.
It's like Wayne's World. It's like, woo, we're in Delaware.
Wyoming. And Iowa State. They're 3 wins. They're 3-4.
And they stormed the field after beating Iowa State. And some kid got taken out by the goalpost. It was funny.
Nice. All right, I'm going to ask you a couple questions.
Pixar didn't happen.
How many upsets do you think is going to happen this week? We had 8 upsets in the top 25 this week.
4.
4? Okay. You know who I know is going to be one of them?
No.
Ohio State, because they have a bye week.
Can't be upset if you're on a bye week.
Well, unless you're Colorado. Or Florida last year.
Do you know there was a poll going on because K-State's been playing so bad this year that they said they have a chance that they're going to lose on their bye week? It was like 67% of the fans said they were going to lose on their bye week.
I wonder
It's like the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah. One of the only few teams that's never made a Super Bowl.
Which is shocking, considering they won, like, 6 football championships.
Yeah.
In, like, a row, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Otto Graham.
And then what was it? In the 90s, they sold their fucking team to Baltimore.
And then they almost immediately won a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No one's ever happy in Cleveland, Ohio.
And they're not happy in the whole state of Michigan.
That's because it's Michigan. When's the last time Michigan's won a championship in anything that wasn't hockey?
Last year.
Professional.
Oh, well, you said Michigan. That defaulted to the team up north.
Yeah, that was bullshit, though.
We got an asterisk. Won national championship 2024. Asterisk caught cheating.
Red Wings won a bunch of Stanley Cups, but they were one of the only 5 teams in the time.
Yeah.
The Detroit Tigers haven't done shit since, like, the 40s.
No, didn't they win a championship a few years ago?
No.
Like, when I mean a few, like, between 2010 and 2015?
No. They went to a World Series.
No, they won the championship. They didn't go win the World Series. They won a championship.
When you look at it, though, you go, like, the Super Bowl, the World Series, the Stanley Cup, you know. That's just how I look at it.
All right, quick. I know we talked about this a few.
The last one they won was 1984.
Wow, they're due.
Except they suck.
Yeah.
35, 45, 68, 84. And then they lost in 06 and 2012. I believe both of those were to the Cardinals.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, no, it was the Yankees. They got swept by the Yankees in 2012.
Oh, yeah, the Yankees won the World Series that year.
No, that's ALCS. What? No, Yankees haven't won since 08.
Who won in 2012?
I think it was the Giants. Yeah, it was the Giants. Giants won 4. They swept them.
Nah.
Because the Giants were on that... they won in, like, 2010, didn't win in 11, won in 12, and then won in 14, and they were like, it's a dynasty. And then after 2014, they just fell off a fucking cliff.
I thought in order to be considered a dynasty, I'd win 5.
I think they look at it like you have to win 3 in that 10-year span, because... Or you have to win the most in that 10-year span from, like 2000 to 2010, you have to win, like the Yankees. They won in, like, 2000, 2001. They got beat by the Marlins in 2002. And then the Red Sox won in 03, I think. Pretty sure.
Broke the curse of the Big Bambino.
And then 04 was, like, some random fucking team.
Yeah.
I think it was the Cardinals. No, that was 06.
Yep.
And then it's just, like... Baseball's so hard. Any sport is hard to predict who's going to win at the beginning of every season. You always have an idea. You're like, going into like college football season, you'd be like, who's got the best chance to win the college football championship? I don't know. Ohio State. They won last year. You know, pretty good odds. Who's got the best chance to win the World Series? I don't know. Who won last year? The Los Angeles Dodgers. Yeah, they got a pretty good chance. Who's got the best chance to win the Super Bowl? Probably the Chiefs or the Eagles, because they're in it every fucking year. And it's just... It's so hard to tell from every year to every year, and that's why this stuff is so... If I could tell you 100% of the time what's going to happen every single time, I'd be a millionaire. I wouldn't be doing this.
Or you would be doing this just more comfortably.
Just more comfortably. But that's why we do this. Is because No one knows what's going to happen tomorrow. No one knows what's going to happen Saturday. I know it's going to happen. One thing's going to happen Saturday. I'm going to dress like a pirate.
I'm going to be dressing as a pirate.
I'm going to have a real sword in your house.
I have several real swords in my house.
I'm a really sharp real sword in your house.
Do you want to go up against my Bud K Master Sword?
What'd you call me?
So, I want you to give me your top 5 right now. Coaches on the hot seat.
Did we already do this?
No, you only gave me 1.
Maybe 3.
Okay, give me your 5. Obviously, you said Dabo Swinney. Dabo Swinney took a loss, another loss this week.
Dabo Swinney, Mike Norvell. No? For
Nope.
Florida State?
Florida State athletic director came out yesterday and said that the Florida State Seminole team and alumni are 100% backing Mike Norvell.
Well, there goes that one.
Yep. Brian Kelly.
Brian Kelly. I still think Steve Sarkisian, even though you don't agree with me.
I don't think so.
Number 4. Give me whoever the head coach is for Wisconsin.
Luke Fickell.
Yeah, give me Luke Fickell. They haven't done anything since like 2009.
Yeah.
They haven't been very good, and he hasn't helped.
Well, they went to the Big Ten championship game and lost to Ohio State 56-0 in 2014.
Last one, and this is going to be my dark horse, and you're going to think I'm crazy, Dan Lanning.
Okay.
I just think the more years that they finish where it's like, hey, you won 12 games. Hey, you won 11 games. Hey, you won 10 games. Where's the fucking championship? Or he's going to get an offer from an NFL coach. Like, hey, do you want to be the head coach for the Las Vegas Raiders?
I don't think so. If they were going to do anything, they would promote Chip Kelly to head coach and make him the offensive coordinator. My top 5. Number 5, Luke Fickell.
Luke Fickell. Okay, we're agreeing. It's on the one.
Number 4, I have Chip Kelly. Number 3, I have Dabo Swinney. Number 2, I have the coach for NC State. I can't remember his name.
I don't know either.
And my number 1 coach on the hot seat right now, UCLA's.
I could see that one. Although they didn't do anything last year.
They haven't done anything.
But they
last
spent
year.
all that. They spent all that money on
Nico Iamaleava.
I'm gonna leave you. Yeah.
At Tennessee, they know.
I think they had the right. I think they're just like, yeah, you can go. Like, we don't care. Yeah, you can go.
Yeah. I think it's shaping up to be a hell of a end of the college football season.
Oh yeah.
Here in 2.5 months, 3.5 months. I think if things don't change in Baton Rouge, and if things don't change in Southern California, we might be looking at 2 more unemployed coaches.
I think. Did you mean Brian Kelly? You said Chip Kelly earlier.
Chip Kelly is the offensive coordinator for the Raiders right now.
Yeah, but you said one of your coaches that fired.
No, you said you want to be the head coach of the Los Angeles Raiders. I said no, they'll.
You said number 4. You said Chip Kelly.
Oh no, Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly.
Well, I think that about wraps it up for this week. We're going into college football week number 9. Number 9. I think 9 sounds right.
Week number 9, yeah. This is
week number 9. Our picks are random jargon that we say. Thank you guys so much for watching again this week. We will be back next week for more shenanigans. Call us out on our bullshit if our picks are stupid.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. Let us know what you want to talk about next week. I think next week we might do our way too early predictions for maybe Heisman.
Yeah.
Way too early predictions for Heisman and conference championships.
Conference championships.
But we will see how this weekend turns out. We'll let you know how it went next week. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Like the video if you like the video. Share the video if you want other people to see us. Act like idiots. We really don't act like idiots here. But you know what I mean. But again, thank you guys so much for watching again this week. We will be back next week. Everybody have a fantastic week. Enjoy some college football. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Stay safe.